What's going on, guys? Today we're going to be doing another review video on the Lectron Portable Level 2 J1772 EV charger. So this Lectron portable charger is a level 2 charger, which means that it can give up to 240 volts of electricity and provide up to a maximum of 40 amps of charge through that NEMA 1450 plug adapter. What that means in real world terms is that it can provide up to 260 plus miles overnight. Providing that you're using the 40 amp system and 240 volts, that's 9.6 kilowatts per hour. Other things to note about this charger is that it is UL2594 and UL2231 certified, which means that it has its own safe charging system. It means that it can control its amperes, its voltage. It'll make sure that your car is not getting overcharged. Another really cool and really valuable feature is the fact that this charger, if it has the Wi-Fi version, uses the Lectron app to control how much charge and the charging status of the charger. What that means is that when your car is plugged in, you can control what time you start charging, for how long you charge it for, the maximum amount of amperes that are being provided. You can also track how much charge is being put out and when the charging is expected to be completed. As we've been going through the video walkthrough, hopefully you all have been able to realize the quality of this charger, the quality of the high-grade rugged materials made for this charging case that is rain and shine proof, the thickness of the wires, and even the accessories like the beautiful charging case.
All right, so before we go outside to test out the brand new Lectron electric EV charger, the Stage 2 charger, I wanted to compare it to a charger that I have here at home. So this is the OEM Ford 110 volt charger. This thing puts out just a couple of amps. And I want to compare it to the Lectron charger, so you can compare how much extra charge are we getting, how much faster is the charge, but also what is the difference in quality. So when looking at the plugs, you can see that they use the same exact plug, but look at how lightweight this is. This is made out of this very thin, flimsy plastic. While as the Lectron charger is this really heavy duty aluminum sheathed, very heavy duty, very robust, quality and durable feeling plug. The next notable thing to point out is the thickness and the quality of the wires. You can see that with the Ford charger, the wire is about half the thickness of my finger. So it's a very high gauge wire, which means that it's very thin. Very thin wires means that it carries low electrical charge, low amps, low voltage. Whereas if we compare it to the Lectron charger, you can see that this is almost 3-4 times the width of the Ford OEM charger. And again, with the thickness of the wire, what that tells you is that you can have high amps and high voltage going through this charger. When it comes to the management system, again, like you can see, this is a very lightweight charger. It doesn't feel substantial. It doesn't feel very quality. This is something that you would almost expect for like a laptop charger. Thin, lightweight. Whereas with the Lectron charger, we have this very heavy duty, again, waterproof, aluminum sheathed charger with these rubber grommets that keep the wire safe going around bends, thick wires, quality wires. This is built to last, and this is built to give out proper charge to your EV.
So now that we've had the chance to look at the charger and discuss all of its features, let's get on board with the registration process and setup with the app. You can see we put in our email and password. It allowed us to search for instruments nearby. It's going to ask us for our location and Bluetooth preferences. It's then going to ask us to look for different Bluetooth devices, and that is where we can then click on searching for chargers. It's going to look for chargers, and it's going to ask us for our Wi-Fi information. Once we do that, you'll see the charger pop up, and it's going to start the setup process for that charger, so it's linked to the same Wi-Fi as our phone. And now that we've set up the charger, you can see the different features it has of allowing us to track the charging. We can also look at the record of our charging, the schedule of our charging, and over here it allows us to change the charging current maximum. Okay, so we're gonna start off the charging test with the Lectron charger. We're gonna open up the charging port, and the way that this works is really nice and simple. All you do is line that up and push right in. And you saw that this had a little light turn on, and that tells you that the charger is now in and it's been recognized. So now that we have the charger in, we're gonna go to the Ford app, go to the charging tab, and we can see all the details about the charging status of the car. You can see it's at 58%, that it's currently 3 p.m., and it's gonna take about 7 hours to do a complete charge. And so now we're gonna do the same exact test with the Ford OEM charger. We've got it plugged into the truck. We're gonna go to the Ford app, and we're gonna navigate to the charging tab where we can see the charging status of the truck. The huge difference that you're gonna see is how much slower this charger is. That it's going to take multiple days to finish charging the car. It's absolutely nuts.
So now that we've got a chance to test out the Lectron charger, I want to give a final review of this thing. This is a massive upgrade compared to the OEM Ford Level 1 charger or any Level 1 charger that you would be using. This charger charges almost 8 times as fast. It is quality material. Again, you can tell by the thickness of the wires, the durability of the rugged materials that are in the casing, the fact that it's waterproof, the fact that the cables are nice and long. This charger has been a massive, massive, massive upgrade compared to the OEM charger, and I highly recommend it. The app features are amazing, it is convenient, it is reliable, and it seems quality.